In the world where every organism tries to live with each other, leech off from each other, and the likes. The ever-changing environment where natural disasters strike as if it's a daily routine of saying good morning to your lovely neighbors. And of course, the place where relationships are created and broken as fast as the series of Riverdale ended. This is Earth. And now, the tale begins.
In this chapter, we will be talking about the Paleozoic era, covering the Devonian and the Permian period. Let's focus first with the Devonian period. This period occurred from 416 million to 358 million years ago. It was the fourth period of the Paleozoic era. As for the state of the Earth, the supercontinent Gondwana occupied most of the southern hemisphere, although it began significant northerly drift during the Devonian period. Eventually, by the later Permian period, this drift would lead to collision with the equatorial continent known as Euramerica, forming Pangaea.
This period is also known as the Age of Fishes. As for its ecosystem, it was a time of extensive reef building in the shallow water. Here, you'll see brachiopods, trilobites, tabulate, and horned corals. There were also placoderms, which were called armored fishes that were the dominant marine predator. There were other animals that were evident in this period too. Millipedes, centipedes, and arachnids continued to diversify during the Devonian period.
Last but not the least, we move on to the Permian period. The Permian period was a final period of the Paleozoic era, lasting from 299 million to 251 million years ago. It followed the Carboniferous period and preceded the Triassic period. Because Pangaea was so immense, the interior portions of the continent had a much cooler, drier climate than had existed in the Carboniferous.
As for the ecosystem, there is a great diversity of animals in both terrestrial and aquatic ecosystems. However, in the terrestrial ecosystem, there exist the arthropods, which became the most evolutionarily successful animals on Earth, possibly thanks to their diminutive size and adaptable metamorphosis, in which young live and feed in a totally different environment from adults. There are also many marine species that thrive in the shallow seas. Thousands of types of sponges, corals, ammonites, bryozoans, brachiopods, and snails left their remains in the rocks that now make up the mountains of West Texas and southern New Mexico. Bony fishes remain plentiful. However, spiny fishes, the fleshy-finned rhipidestians, and the once dominant trilobites disappeared.
The Permian period ended with the greatest mass extinction event in Earth's history. In a blink of geologic time, in as little as 100,000 years, the majority of living species on the planet were wiped out of existence.